Happy Mother's Day, everybody. This is Benoit from Fire Pro Wrestling letting you know that it is Ladies' Night. So thanks to all the moms in the world having their daughters and their sons and doing everything that your mamas do. I love my mama. Matter of fact, I probably ought to call her and wish her a happy Mother's Day. But I'll do that after tonight's event because tonight is a big event. It's a doozy. We already have the SWA Heavyweight Champion determined. Stone Cold Steve Austin is our male singles champion. And tonight, this Mother's Day, we're going to find out who is going to be our women's champion. That's right. The Steam Workshop Alliance has put together a tournament that began yesterday on Championship Wrestling and will conclude tonight on Mother's Night. Not only that, but we got a couple other matches scheduled unannounced that I think you guys are going to like, especially if you follow modern day wrestling. But let's focus on what's important here. That SWA Women's Championship. We're going to take you to the bracket now. We started with 12 women, and now we're down to 8. As you see in our quarterfinals, we got Rhea Ripley going up against Judy Martin. Sherri Martel taking on Trish Stratus, representing the beautiful people. Gail Kim taking on Angelina Love, also representing the beautiful people. And Wendi Richter going up against Mad Maxine. Now, I don't recall, but I wouldn't be surprised if these two did cross paths in the World Wrestling Federation. Whatever the case may be, they are going to cross paths tonight. So without any further ado, let's get to the ring. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a quarterfinal match in the SWA Women's Championship Tournament. Making her way to the ring first from Adelaide, Australia, weighing 171 pounds, the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. Her opponent from Houston, Texas, representing the Glamour Girls, weighing 149 pounds, Judy Martin. Judy Martin got the victory yesterday against Velvet Sky to move on in advance of the quarterfinals here. Whereas Rhea Ripley is actually seeded number 1 and got a bye as she has the best record in Fire Pro Wrestling. Of course, given this is a tournament, the Fabulous Moolah is not going to be at ringside as we do not allow seconds, be them managers or valets, here in Fire Pro during tournaments. Nice fist drop there by Judy Martin. Goes forward again, and it's quite reminiscent of the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Judy taking it to Rhea early in this match, going for a quick victory. Because even though yesterday Judy Martin won 1 match to advance, if you want to become the women's champion, you're going to have to win 3 matches in a row. And that's a tough gauntlet for anybody, let alone some of the best female athletes on Steam. Up goes for that power bomb, which is what made her advance into the tournament. But Rhea back body dropped her outside of the ring. Now here in Fire Pro, we have a 10 count thanks to Carlzilla's mod pack. Whereas by default in Fire Pro Wrestling World, there is a 20 count on the outside. We do not want this match to end in a count out. Definitely not a double count out, as that would mean the winner of the next match would advance directly to the finals. Rhea might want to get back in the ring. Oh, is Judy Martin going to beat the count? Oh, she does, just barely. Oh, man, Moolah would have been livid if Judy lost via count out. That I am sure. Moolah is not very happy with her Glamour Girls recently. But a win here would definitely perk her spirits. Oh, nice body splash there. She put her boobs into it. Gourd Buster. That could be it. Leg is hooked. 1, 2, 3. No! And Mommy kicks out. How appropriate that Mommy here is in the tournament on Mother's Day. Everybody call your mom. Let your mom know how you feel. Maybe take her out to dinner. Get her a card, some flowers, something. Up, goes for that power bomb again, but it's denied a second time. Whoa, a low blow. The bell was rung there of Rhea Ripley, but that bell ringing does not indicate the end of the match. Oh no, that was not done by the timekeeper. Every dirty trick in the book. Judy Martin is pulling out. She knows what it would mean here to be the first SWA Women's Champion. Although primarily she's been used as a tag team wrestler, we do not have a ladies tag team division. Despite the fact that we do have a few tag teams, you know, the Glamour Girls, the Asian Invasion, the Beautiful People. Ooh, beautiful lariat. Good night, Irene. 1, 2, or rather, good night, Judy. But no, she does not go to sleep. She stays in fighting. Although that big boot might have knocked a few teeth loose. As did another big boot. We got a sexy pin. 2, 3, and that's enough. Rhea Ripley moves on in the SWA Women's Championship Tournament. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is an SWA Women's Championship Tournament quarterfinal. Making her way to the ring first from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing 132 pounds, sensational Sherri. And her opponent, representing the Beautiful People, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 125 pounds, the quintessential diva, Trish Stratus. Sherri Martel, former World Women's Champion, manager of some of the greats, including the Macho King, Randy Savage, but currently here in Fire Pro, the tag team of Harlem Heat and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Sherri Martel trying to do it all, manage and continue wrestling, as she got a bye there in the first round and made it all the way to the quarterfinals, where she's going up now against Trish Stratus. Two women from two different eras, but both most well known for their time in the WWF/WWE. Now, I believe Sherri Martel was actually both not just a former World Wrestling Federation Women's Champion, but also the AWA Women's Champion. Whereas Trish came up pretty much in the WWF from jump, where she went from managerial role to wrestler. Sherri actually went from wrestler to managerial role, but now back to wrestler. And she would love to be able to add to her list of accolades the first ever SWA Women's Champion. But she has to go past Trish first. Chick kick to the back of the head. Kind of makes me want to play Double Dragon looking at that. Leg is hooked. 2, 3. No. The winner is going to be going up in the semifinal against Rhea Ripley. And did Trish and Rhea ever share the ring? Lateral press. 2, because I know Trish made a brief return for a few matches here in the Fed, but I don't know if she was in any matches that also involved, excuse me, Rhea Ripley. Another lateral press after the Bulldog. Not enough. Thinks she wants to get the victory quick here over Sherri Martel, and who can blame her? This veteran is crafty. Russian leg sweep. Sherri's going for a cover now. But Trish kicks out. Now we have a strike exchange, but notice they move closer and closer to the corner there. Sherri gets the best of that, goes for the cover again. She hopes she... Oh, hoping she stunned Trish enough. That can definitely cause a concussion, though. Just grabbing her head and whipping it against the canvas there. Snap mirror. Sherri might want to stay away from the corner there, as Trish likes to come off that with the Stratus faction. Nice mule kick there to the non-existent balls of Trish Stratus. Backslide. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Surprising victory. Sensational Sherri advances over Trish Stratus. She will meet the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley, here in the semifinals. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is an SWA Women's Championship quarterfinal match. Making her way to the ring first from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 121 pounds, Gail Kim. Her opponent, representing the beautiful people from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 121 pounds, the Queen Diva, Angelina Love. Our third quarterfinal match here is actually a rematch from the spring equinox here, as Gail Kim got the win over Angelina back then, but now things are different. This is a tournament match to determine the first SWA Women's Champion. And Gail Kim, I believe, happens to be undefeated here in singles competition, so she definitely has an advantage just based on the stats thus far. DDT there into Angelina. We just saw in the last match, lateral press, going for the early victory, but only gets a 1. We saw in the last match that Sherri Martel went over her cohort there in the beautiful people, Trish Stratus. I'm sure Angelina would love to win this, not just to advance in the tournament, but also to rub it in to the quote-unquote quintessential diva, although Angelina is not having a good showing early on. Oh, Gail goes for the cover in the ropes. The referee makes the count anyway. Now Gail gets sent to the outside, allowing Angelina to try and catch her breath, but it doesn't last very long. So Angelina's going to have to make it fast there and continue on the offense, which she does with a nice hip toss. And a suplex, or rather, not a suplex, but a slam. I do know the difference, folks. Up. Gail Kim going for the submission. Angelina taking it out of the ropes. Both ladies collide, so we try this whip again. Gail getting sent to the corner. And her head is being smashed against that top turnbuckle. Now, of course, there is a little bit of padding, but it's not a whole lot. That is still underneath there. Gail back on the offense. Shoulder to the gut, trying to drive the air out of the lungs of Angelina, who just collapses after taking a shot to the back of the head. And who can blame her? Gail with another nice splash off the top rope. Not enough, though, as Angelina kicks out. Jawbreaker. Jaw right to the crown of the head. You would have to think that hurts the giver about as much as the receiver. Leg is hooked, but the referee decides to call for a rope break then. Eat the feet. That might be all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. No. Angelina kicks out. She might have ate the feet, but she's like, I'm not full yet. I want some more of that. Victory roll. Oh, no. Thought a victory roll, but more into a triangle choke there, almost like a figure 4 with the arm. Now we have a strike exchange. Spinning heel kick by Love. A thing of beauty. Lateral press. 2, 3. No. Perhaps if the leg was hooked, she would have got the 3 count there. She should know better. Gail going up top again with a Ooh, a guillotine leg drop right to the back of the head. That's got to be all. And it is. Once again, Gail Kim shows off her dominance against the beautiful people and advances to the semifinals of the SWA Women's Championship Tournament. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is an SWA Women's Championship Tournament quarterfinal. Making her way to the ring first from Dallas, Texas, weighing 141 pounds, Wendi. And her opponent from West Germany, weighing 171 pounds, Mad Maxine. Now it's time for our final quarter-final match here in the women's tournament. We got Mad Maxine standing just about 6 feet tall, going up against Wendi Richter and trying to choke the life out of her. That is not the way to advance. If Mad Maxine wants to become the women's champion, she's going to have to do everything she can to not get disqualified. One has to think she might be a favorite if given nothing more than her size. Winner of this match is going to be going up against Gail Kim in the semis. Mad Maxine was not really wrestling for all that long. About 3 years, I want to say. So Wendi Richter definitely has, an advantage over her in experience. But will that experience make up for the size differential? Nice splash. Maxine kicks out with authority before the referee can even start making its count. Wendi, nice, picks her up. That's a 170-pound woman she's picking up without much problem, even for a vertical suplex. Wendi Richter won her WWF Women's Championship at the first WrestleMania. Actually against one of Moolah's ladies there, Leilani Kai. Moolah was actually at ringside for that match. Maxine with the cover, but Richter kicks out at 1. Of course, in that match, though, Wendi Richter had Cyndi Lauper at ringside as her manager. Lauper trained on how to manage by Captain Lou Albano. Leg is hooked. Way too close to the ropes, though. Referee is not going to make the count for that. Maxine's is yanking on that chin, trying to pull the head off the neck. That would be murder. And that is definitely illegal. I'm pretty sure murder is not allowed in Fire Pro Wrestling. Richter decided to stomp a mud hole like her fellow Texan, SWA heavyweight champion Stone Cold Steve Austin. She applies a Texas crab. It's technically a Boston crab, but hey, she's from Texas, so you know what? One in Texas. 5 minutes have gone. Although there is no time limit here. We do not want to see a time limit draw occur. Oh! Torture rack. What the hell? Richter pulling out all the stops. Literally. You ought to change her wrestling wardrobe to green because green means go. Oh, and that does not mean choke. Mad Maxine definitely, Just like a Texan, just taking other people's crap, sizing up, and call it Texas. Yep. Hello, Zach. What kind of hypothetical question do you have for me tonight? Because I know you do. Nice clothesline there. Richter off the ropes again, but this time, Maxine drops down twice. And Richter says, no more running. You're not going to be able to run if you can't breathe. Maxine once again going for the throat. I don't know how many times the referee is going to allow that to occur before he calls for the disqualification. Leg is hooked. Maxine still has plenty left. Oh, maybe not after this. Pile driver. One has to think that Mohawk is not exactly going to cushion the blow. 3. No! I'm a bit surprised. A second pile? No! Big power bomb with the pin. That's it. Okay, that's not it. I have been corrected. Maxine with a headbutt there. Oh, my. But she cannot capitalize on it. She had a lot taken out of her after that pile driver and power bomb. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Wendi Richter kick. Oh, choke slam. Okay, up that. Oh, nope. And a headbutt. I thought she would go for the pin there, but now she is. 1, 2. Wow. Wendi Richter wants to become the first ever women's champion, and who can blame her? Leg is hooked. We got a pinning predicament here, but oh, Maxine kicks out after 2. If I could make my debut in a fighting league, either as a fighter, manager, or booker, how would I want to debut? Well, I mean, I'm technically the booker here of Fire Pro. Now, what I like... Oh, fall-away slam on the much bigger Mad Maxine. I think I could be a decent booker of an actual indie wrestling promotion. Up inside cradle by Mad Maxine. She got that leg hook tight. But she's not the most technically gifted wrestler here on the women's roster. Like if it was an in real life thing. Well, that dude, I'm 40 years old. I'm definitely out of shape. I wouldn't want to be a fighter. Could I manage? Perhaps. I'm good with money and figures. 2. I think I could negotiate some good contracts, take care of some things, make some calls. The last match here in the quarterfinals is definitely going longer than the previous 3, but it might be ending now if Maxine gets disqualified for choking Wendi Richter. She is definitely pushing that count to the limit. Another power bomb. 1, 2, 3. No! Oh my goodness. A third one? Pile driver. Oh, too close through the ropes. One has to think if Maxine couldn't have gotten to the ropes, would she have made it? I don't think she would have kicked out. Another power bomb once again in the ropes, though. Richter needs to get some better ring positioning if she wants to go for those big moves, because she can obviously pull them off. Mad Maxine says it's over. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maxine off the ropes. Big clothesline. Welcome back, Butt Lice. I think this match is over. 1, 2. No! Wendi Richter kicks out at 2. What a match. Bulldog. And the cover. 1, 2. No! Oh, my goodness. I cannot believe. I cannot believe. Oh, Richter kicks out. Another power bomb. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my goodness. We got a choke. Obviously, we have a favorite here is Wendi Richter. The chat seems to be right behind Wendi Richter, and who can blame her? She put in a lot of effort here. She definitely heard the return of Butt Lice. Richter sent to the corner. Gets her eyes just raked across that top rope. A rope burn. Oh! Big clothesline. Backdrop suplex. But Richter gets to her feet first. Boot there to the gut. Followed by a headbutt to the back of the head. If Maxine goes for the pin, it's got to be it. Oh, come on, referee. Disqualify Mad Maxine. I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but that, too many times she's gone right for the throat. Once again, a backdrop. Gonna see a clothesline? No, just a boot to the back. And the cover. 1, 2, no! Wendi Richter kicks out again at 2. This woman definitely has the dog in her. She is fighting with everything she's worth. 1, 2, and a kick out. Big headbutt. That's a large head. That's a very large head. Power bomb again. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. Wendi Richter finally puts down Mad Maxine. But she still has 2 more matches to go in the tournament. Is she really going to have anything left? The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making their way to the ring at a total combined weight of 352 pounds. Lena Kross, Bayne, Divine Dominion. Their opponents at a total combined weight of 447 pounds. Lash legend Nia Jax, the Irresistible Forces. Now, we got a tag team match here pitting the World Wrestling Entertainment Women's Tag Team Champions and the AEW World Women's Tag Team Champions as of the recording of this in a nice tag team competition. So we got the 2 top women's tag teams and the 2 top promotions in the world going at it here in Fire Pro Wrestling. And yeah, I'm going to break the 4th wall. This is WrestleMania weekend. Even though this is a Mother's Day event that you're not going to be able to see until Mother's Day, this is actually being recorded here on WrestleMania weekend. So as of Mother's Day, when this match airs, these teams might not be their respective companies' champions. And now we got Lash legend, currently in the ring with, I believe, Lena Kross, who just tagged in Bayne. Now we got Nia Jax coming in. I'm not going to lie, I don't really know a whole lot about these ladies. Maybe I will, Butt Lice. We'll have to find out and see. Nia Jax is the only real woman here I know anything about, as I believe she was part of NXT when I had the WWE Network. But from what I've seen of her, she seems very reckless and dangerous to be in the ring with. She's kind of like a female Mabel. Would that be fair to say? But she is, well, she's strong in Fire Pro. I don't think she's really strong enough to gorilla press their Bayne. But I could be wrong about that. And I believe Nia Jax is technically part of the bloodline. She has some kind of relationship to The Rock, like another cousin, I think. I really should have done my research before I booked this match. But you know what? Some people have told me that you need more modern workers on the roster. So you know what we did? We plucked some of the most modern workers we can. Tag out there to Lena Kross. Up. Oh, shit. That looked painful. Big DDT on Megan Bayne as she was about to lose the ring, but no. A massive jackhammer. 1, 2. Oh. Not quite sure if that was a kick out or a save there by Lash Legend. Whatever the case is, the match continues. This match does have a 20-minute time limit, but I would be surprised if it goes the distance. I'm sure all these women would like to have taken part in the SWA Women's Championship Tournament, but hey, you never know. They get enough singles matches under their belt and have a good enough record, then they may be able to challenge whomever the champion is down the line. Because we don't have a women's tag team division. Well, we kind of do. We don't even have a men's tag team champion yet. Oh, thought she was going to go for a gourd buster, but she just dropped her. Ooh, nice V-trigger knee right to Lash Legend. Now, Lash is what, dating or married to Trick Williams, who is another WWE superstar whom I don't know a whole lot about, as I don't follow the modern product, and I've watched AEW sparingly. The only modern wrestling I follow at all is perhaps New Japan, and I'm even still a bit behind on that, though I do know that the new World Heavyweight Champion over there is what, Callum Newman. Ooh! They gave it to a Gaijin, which shows a lot of confidence in the young man. Nia Jax tagged back in. Trick is what Montez Ford failed to be. I'm not sure who that is either, but I guess he's a failure according to my chat. We got the big Valkyrie there, the big Amazon, taking on an even bigger Amazon. She's calling for some backup from the crowd. I don't know if either of these teams are actually fan favorites. Big boot there. Oh, Bianca Belair's husband is Montez Ford, and that's a 270-pound woman that just went up for an over-the-head, belly-to-belly suplex. You're not going to see that happen, IRL. Spine buster there. Ooh. What do we get? Oh, pendulum. Pendulum Uranagi. Leg is hooked on the pin. Oh, and Nia kicks out as Lash was a little bit too late there to make the save. So she goes for it again. If it doesn't work the first time, try it again. This time Lash does make the save. The crowd seems to love Trick Williams. Well, maybe Trick might have to make an appearance here in Fire Pro. Nia tries to go for the tag out and might not have to after she hits her with that nice DDT. 1, 2, and that's enough. The Irresistible Forces live up to their name, even though on the title card it was misspelled, as they get a tag team victory here on Mother's Day against Divine Dominion. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is an SWA Women's Championship Tournament semifinal. Making her way to the ring first from Adelaide, Australia, weighing 171 pounds, the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. Her opponent from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing 132 pounds, sensational Sherri Martel. And now we have our first of two semifinal matches as Sensational Sherri is going up against Mommy, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley defeated Judy Martin in the opening contest here to advance, whereas Sherri Martel defeated the quintessential diva via a backslide to make her way to the semifinal. Right now, Sherri's taking it to Rhea Ripley. Rhea would be one of the biggest women here in the tournament, but Mad Maxine was slightly bigger, but she lost to Wendi Richter, who is going to be taking on Gail Kim in the following match. But we got to see what's going to happen here. So let's talk about this match and not the next one. Sherri working over Rhea in the corner. Just throws her head right down to the canvas. That has to hurt. I don't care who you are. Boston Crab, but Rhea's able to reach the ropes. Snapmere takeover. Ooh. Martel goes for a waist lock, but gets elbowed out of it. However, she comes back charging into the corner with a nice running shoulder tackle there. Followed by an inside cradle. Only gets a 1, though. Rhea did have a bit of a break. Lateral press. Being the number 1 seed, she was granted longer rest time there between matches, as she was the first match tonight. Sleeper hold. Rhea decides not to count sheep. She wants to go all the way to the top here of the SWA women's division. Test up strength. No. My goodness. 2 beautiful women in the ring, and I can't even compose myself here. Shoulder tackle. Rhea back in the corner. Takes some boots there to the stomach and the chest. Oh, Sherri going up top. High red district. Diving headbutt. Literally a head to the butt. Glutes taking some damage on that attack. The Eradicator. That's gotta be all. Has anybody kicked out of that? Well, I don't know, but somebody definitely kicked out of that tonight as Sherri Martel gets up. 5 minutes may have gone, but remember, there are no time limits. We do not want to see this tournament end in a time limit draw. None of these matches. We got to have a definitive winner here. We want to see this go all the way. Snapmere again. Mommy with some nice kicks to the midsection there. Goes for the cover. She already hit the Eradicator once. Thought she might have been able to get the pin there, but she was not able to. Oh! That looked painful. Nice headbutt there. Follows it up with some forearms. Nice shot there to the back of the head. Sherri with that bitch slap. You can hear that all the way in the cheap sheets. Or rather, Riptide's the name of her move. Why'd I call that the Eradicator? It's the Riptide. Boy, I'm really off my game tonight. Probably because I'm thinking about my mama. Nice snap suplex there. Nice kick to the inside of the hamstring there. Oh, Rhea just falls right through the ropes. Sherri decides to catch her breath instead of go on the offense. We've already seen that Sherri is not afraid to take chances as she came off that corner there with a headbutt earlier. And she eats a headbutt right there. Basement drop kick right to the face, one-legged style. Backslide. I'm going to say that's how Sherri beat Trish, but this time Rhea was in the ropes. Could Sherri Martel be the one to stop Rhea Ripley's undefeated streak? Not like that. Cover, but Sherri's too close to the ropes there. Referee calls for the break. 10 minutes have gone. The longer these matches go, the more difficult it's going to be for whoever moves on. In tournaments like this, you typically want to get the match over as quick as possible. Ooh. Just a rabid punch to the back of the head, and Rhea Ripley collapses. She's on wobbly legs. Was able to gain her composure enough to deliver a headbutt back to sensational Sherri, and a big lariat of her own. Martel goes to the eyes and try and get a breather, but instead goes fisticuffs and comes out ahead on that lateral press. 2. Only a 2, though. Another near fall. Up and riptide number dos. That's got to be all. And not only does Rhea Ripley remain undefeated, but she makes it all the way to the finals of the SWA Women's Championship Tournament. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's an SWA Women's Championship Tournament semifinal. Making her way to the ring first from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 121 pounds, Gail Kim. And now for the second semifinal match here in the tournament. We have another undefeated woman in Gail Kim going up against Wendi Richter, who won a grueling 20-minute-plus contest against Mad Maxine in the quarterfinal. One has to question if Wendi is going to be able to not only last long in this match, but is she going to be able to get the victory and make her way to the final by taking out Gail Kim, who currently so far is undefeated here in singles action in Fire Pro. Up, first cover of the match. Only gets a 1. We already have an undefeated woman in Rhea Ripley who made her way to the final, just going over Sherri Martel in the previous match. Hey, but Wendi is taking it to Gail. Give her credit. Wendi Richter is definitely the favorite here in the chat. Nice clothesline there to Gail, who turns around before taking it. Would have been worse if she got hit in the back of the head. But this is going to make her loopy. Hell, it's making me a bit dizzy just watching it. Wendi Richter goes up to the top. Guillotine leg drop, but she cannot capitalize. One has to wonder if that's because she's still a bit fatigued after a victory against Mad Maxine. That's the last of Moolah's ladies who've been knocked out of the tournament. Boston Crab. Center of the ring, great positioning. Gail's trying to make her way to the ropes and eventually powers out of it. Oh, we're going to get that power bomb. No. Thought we were going to see that power bomb, but instead we see a DDT. And a nice arm breaker takedown. And another one. Followed by a neck breaker. You work those arms and Wendi might not be able to pick you up and power bomb you. I mean, that took a lot of strength just to get Mad Maxine up. But these women have hella conditioning. Flying cross body with the press and the ladder. No. Power bomb. Power bomb. 1, 2, 3. No. Oh, my. I'm not going to lie there. I might be kind of rooting, for Wendi Richter now, but she just ate the foot. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Woo-hoo! Oh, man, we have a hell of a tournament here. We got a hell of a tournament. Wendi Richter hooks the leg. 2, 3. Oh, almost caught Gail there off guard with that pin attempt and got the win. Now we have a strike exchange. The Canadian versus the Texan. Canadian winds up on top after a drop kick. Couple forearms there. But Wendi comes back with a nice fall away slam. What is this? She's going up top. Double axe handle. And the pin. 1, 2. No. Uh-oh. Gail just got thrown into the referee. And she hit. No, goes for the power bomb, and it gets reversed. Uh-oh, Wendy's feeling it. Oh, almost runs into the referee herself. Cross body. And another one, this time for the cover. 2, no. Oh, Wendi Richter is definitely feeling it. Clothesline. Vertical suplex. Both ladies go for a right there, but Wendi Richter connects with hers. Elbow. What do we got? Oh, no! That could be all for Wendi, but no, Gail decides not to go for the cover. Instead, she just slaps her across the face in blatant disrespect. Up, second power bomb. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and Wendi Richter defeats Gail Kim, giving Gail Kim her first loss in Fire Pro and also making her way to the finals of the SWA Women's Championship Tournament. The following contest is a triangle match scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring first from Vienna, Austria, weighing 114 pounds, the Toxic Spider, Thekla. From Vero Beach, Florida, weighing 160 pounds, Jade Cargill. And from Chile, weighing 110 pounds, Vaquer. Happy Mother's Day. We have our first ever three-way/triangle match here, pitting the AEW World Women's Champion up against the two WWE Women's Champions, that of Raw and of SmackDown, respectively. First lady to get the pinfall or victory will be declared the winner in this contest. Now, as I mentioned, this is being recorded on WrestleMania weekend, so even though this is a Mother's Day event, these women might not be champions in their respective promotions by the time this airs. Nice spinning back kick there. Now, Jade Cargill did come from All Elite Wrestling before signing with WWE, and she had a damn near undefeated record in that promotion. Vaquer also did wrestle a couple times for AEW thanks to their partnership with Mexican promotions as well as New Japan Pro Wrestling. And Thekla came to AEW from sister promotion of New Japan, Stardom. So all three of these ladies do have some common ground with one another, despite the fact that this is their first appearance here in Fire Pro Wrestling. Got a figure four leg lock. Stephanie might want to try and break that up. You can win via submission, but she must have thought that Thekla was not going to submit, and she was right. How's it going, Bruno? Happy Mother's Day to you. It's going to be difficult to keep up with the action here. Jade wanted to go after Stephanie, but instead she elbowed out of a waistlock there by Thekla. Thekla, part of a trio of ladies in AEW. The fact that we see her now in Fire Pro means there's a good chance we're going to see her cohorts. That being Sky Blue and Julia Hart. Since now we're going to soon have a SWA Women's Champion, that means our ladies roster is only bound to balloon with all the edits in the Steam Workshop wanting to get a piece of the action. It's going to be Rhea Ripley and Wendi Richter one-on-one in the finals at the conclusion of this match. And I'm sure both ladies hope this match goes long so they'll be able to get a bit of a break. Especially Wendi Richter, who herself has spent over 30 minutes in the ring in her 2 matches here tonight. Nice, beautiful tornado DDT by Thekla. Lateral press. Surprised Jade's not trying to break that up. Up. Nice. She turned that clothesline attempt into a DDT. That Lucha Libre background there of Stephanie Vaquer. Oh, Jade wants to pick up the scraps. It's a good idea. I have to wonder at some point if we're going to see a double team maneuver. Oh, what do we got? Package. Oh, no. Package neck breaker. If Jade was not part of the match, one has to think that Stephanie would have gotten the victory there, but no, she took time to pose instead. Oh! And Jade's reaping the benefits there of it. Up and Jaded! Awful waffle. Makes me want to go to the Waffle House, get some breakfast. Jaded again to Stephanie Vaquer. She goes for the cover, but it gets broken up by Thekla. Up. I don't know why Thekla did not try to break it up a second time, but it looks like Cargill got the win in this triangle match. And now it's time for our main event. We got Rhea Ripley taking on Wendi Richter in the final to determine the inaugural SWA Women's Champion. Let's go to the ring. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the SWA Women's Championship. Making her way to the ring first from Adelaide, Australia, weighing 171 pounds, the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. This is it. This is for all the marbles. The finals of the SWA Women's Championship Tournament. We got former World Wrestling Federation and I believe AWA Women's Champion Wendi Richter going up against the multiple-time WWE Women's Champion Rhea Ripley. We got a fan favorite nowadays versus a fan favorite 40 years ago. We got a woman who is currently wrestling at WrestleMania this weekend going up against a woman who wrestled at the first ever WrestleMania. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Yes, this is a Mother's Day event, but we are recording this one, two, could be a quick ending. No, we are recording this on WrestleMania weekend. So I like to have these things stored in the reserves in case something goes wrong. And I'm trying to keep these regular Fire Pro Wrestling episodes online for you guys. Wendi brings her out of the corner, goes for the cover again, wants to end this match quickly, and who can blame her? Up. Pile driver. Wendi Richter has definitely put in the work, going over both Mad Maxine and Gail Kim, whereas Rhea Ripley had defeated Judy Martin and Sherri Martel to make her way to the finals. The record of both these ladies allowed them to get a bye in the first round, so neither of them had to wrestle yesterday on Championship Wrestling to even make it to this point. There's bound to be some animosity from some of the other ladies because of that. But it's all gravy. Oh, we got a nice strike exchange here. Rhea got the best of that. Nice clothesline there, and a nice splash by Richter. Center of the ring, only gets a near fall. The chat here on Twitch is definitely on the side of Wendi Richter. Let's see if the old vet still has it. And so far, everything seems to point to her having it still. But Rhea Ripley is undefeated in the SWA. 1, 2. Matter of fact, going back to look at her record, let's see. She was 6-0 coming into this and having won 2 matches tonight. She is 8-0. 8 victories in singles action. However, Wendi Richter did defeat the already undefeated Gail Kim in the semis just to make it here. Going for the cover again. 2. Riptide. Oh, no. That might be all for Wendi Richter. 3. No. Oh, we're going to get a... And we're getting a power bomb. Riptide kick out. Power bomb kick out. Oh, these ladies are bringing it. They both know what's at stake. We got a nice sexy pin again, but no, Wendi Richter decides to kick out of it. I'm starting to wonder if one of these ladies is going to have to die in the ring here. 2, hopefully the referee does not let it get to that point. Near fall again. A torture rack. Mommy seems to like the pain, though. Looking like a dominatrix. Side headlock turned into a nice backdrop there. More of a back suplex as she did not let go of the waist when she dropped Richter. Dragon screw leg whip. Even though they look to be about the same here, Wendi Richter is giving up a bit of height there to Rhea Ripley. She is quite tall. Boston Crab, but Ripley refuses to submit. This time the Bulldog headlock works. Both ladies are down, but Rhea Ripley gets to her feet first, though she is a bit winded, and who can blame her after what she put in there? Nice fake out with the glitch into an arm breaker takedown. Gotta love Fire Pro. Oh, torture rack yet again. You know, if Rhea Ripley is going to get her first loss here, I doubt she'd want to do it via submission. But, you know, homicide, that could cause a loss too. Snap suplex. Richter gets to her feet, goes for the Bulldog again. No, decides against it and just punches Rhea Ripley behind the referee's back. 10 minutes have gone. That's simply for posterity. Powerbomb in the corner. This match does not have a time limit, folks. We want to see a winner. We do not want to see a winner by count out. We do not want to see a winner by disqualification. We want to see these two ladies give it all they have. Back in the center of the ring, so there will be no rope break. I don't know what Rhea had in store, but not being able to make a decision could cost her the match too. No. Rhea charges in, Yakuza boot to the face, and Richter just collapses. Leg is hooked after all the beating she's taken. Who can blame Rhea for going for the pinfall there? I wouldn't be surprised if any individual move here can end this match at any time. Oh, what do we got? Guillotine leg drop right to the back of the head of Rhea Ripley. Goes for, Northern Lights turned into a DDT. We're going to see this again. Big splash, way too close. Referee's making the count anyway for some reason. You know, I don't want to, diminish the value of our referees, but there is a little bit of incompetence there every now and again from our senior official. Torture rack. I'm sure Lex Luger is watching this, quite proud. Nice backflip takedown there. Up, strike exchange in the corner. Suplex reversed. A boot to the gut just collapses mommy. 1, 2, oh no. Nice body slam there. These women have taken a beating tonight. Full arm dragon twist followed by a couple wrenches there, shoulder to shoulder. What do we got? Oh, pile driver. That's got to be all. 2, 3. No! What? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This perfectly explains why Rhea Ripley is undefeated here in Fire Pro. She can just withstand anything. 1, 2. She's coming back for more. Listen to the crowd here. Madison Square Garden is sold out. Oh, power bomb into the ropes, but the referee does. Oh, wait. No. Rhea Ripley's been knocked out. Wendi Richter becomes the inaugural SWA Women's Champion on Mother's Day. Oh, my God. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. I am Benoit signing off. Keep on simming.